Hello everyone, this is Fariba with another beautiful stitch today. I will be showing how to make this beautiful pattern. This is a very straightforward one, and it's a multiple of 6 stitches plus 4 stitches for the edges. One is in the right side, 3 others in the left side, and a repeat of 16 rows. Also, we're gonna have 4 rows of rib stitch for the setup row. That rib stitch will be purl to knit 1, which is the outline for our pattern, and in return row it will be knit 2 purl 1. Also, all return rows will be knit 2 purl 1. So I will be fast through those return rows, and I'm gonna show what we're gonna do to get the lines here. Here I cast on 22 stitches for my sample, and I'm using a baby yarn number 3 with 2.5 millimeter needles. This pattern is beautiful in finer yarns. So I'm gonna start my setup rows. My setup row, as I said, will be purl to knit 1, but I'm gonna do my edge stitches as knit stitch, and then I will repeat purl to knit 1. And I want to mention, if you are doing the knit stitch from this side, that's also fine, but I find it easier to knit it through the back loop, insert it from the right side. Do whatever is easier for you. I find this one easier, and it doesn't change anything in the pattern. So I'm gonna finish this row as purl to knit 1, and my second row of the setup will be knit 2 purl 1, and again I'm gonna repeat these rows, and I'm gonna have 4 rows of setup with the same instruction. I will be back when I'm done with my setup rows. Now I finished my setup rows, and I got a rib stitch here, 2 purl 1 knit, 2 purl 1 knit, and we're gonna start our row 1 of the pattern. I'm gonna slip my edge stitch, and then we have 2 purl stitch, 1 knit stitch, 2 purl stitch, and 1 knit stitch again. So these 6 stitches will be our pair of the pattern, and we're gonna repeat these 6 stitches each time we're making a pattern. I'm gonna knit first purls, and then when I got my to my first knit stitch, I'm gonna use my right needle tip and insert it through the loops below the knit stitch, second knit stitch here. I'm gonna count down till the third loop here, 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna insert my needle tip here, and then grab the yarn from the other side, pull it through, and put in my left needle. And then I'm gonna knit these two together, my loop and my knit stitch. If you're knitting the other way, and then I'm going to do my purl stitch. If you're knitting from this side, from left right, also that is fine for this stitch, but for this one you have to twist that loop if you're gonna do it from the left side. I find it easier to do knit stitch from the right side, just back loop, but some people do it from the left side. Both are correct for this pattern and doesn't change the pattern. Again, here we're gonna repeat the same thing for this one. 1 2 3. I'm gonna insert my needle tip, grab the yarn and pull it through, put it in my left needle and knit it. Knit these two together. Then purl, 2 purls and 1 knit stitch. So again, here I have 6 stitches. I'm gonna repeat the same thing. I'm gonna purl my first purls, then in my first knit stitch here, insert needle 1 2 3 to the loop here and put in my left needle and knit it. Then purl, 2 purls and 1 knit stitch. Then finish, these are your edge stitches. Finish 2 purls and 1 knit stitch. We're gonna repeat same thing 3 times. This was row 1. We're gonna repeat it in row 3 and row 5, and row 2, 4 and 6. All the return rows will be same, and we'll be doing the rib stitch. Slip the first one, 2 knit 2 and purl 1. Here in row 3, I'm gonna repeat exactly the same thing we did in row 1. Slip first stitch, purl 2, insert the needle to the same loop here and grab the yarn, pull it through, put in left needle and knit 2 together, and then purls and 1 knit. So we're gonna repeat exactly the same thing 3 times. In row 3 and row 5 also, and then do 2 rows of the plain rows, and then we're gonna offset the vine leaves. This is my row 5 and last repeat of the pattern we did in row 1 and row 3. Now we finished the first part, and in row 7 and row 8 we're gonna have a plain row of rib stitch, and in row 9 we're gonna offset the these vine leaves here to the other side, I'm gonna go fast through row 7 and row 8, and I will be back with row 9. Okay, we're going to half of the pattern, and we are almost seeing the pattern. Now in row 9, I'm gonna slip my first stitch, edge stitch, and then again I have these 6 stitches. Last time what we did, we knit purl 2 stitches, and then when we got to the first stitch we insert the needle to the second one, but this time we're gonna knit all 5 stitches here, purl 2, knit 1, purl 2, and when we got to the second knit stitch we're gonna insert the needle, left needle, to the right side. Okay, let's show it. Purl 2, knit 1, purl 2, and now I'm gonna insert my left needle to the loop beside my last one here, and if you count down the stitches from the top to the bottom here, that will be your fourth stitch here, fourth loop here. In first time what we did, it was my third loop below the knit stitch, but this time because we already knit this row, that will count as your fourth loop here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And as you see, it's very clear here, very big loop here. We're gonna insert the needle, left needle, then wrap the yarn around it and pull it through, and then knit these together. Again, here 6 stitches, purl 2, knit 1, purl 2, repeat the same thing. We're gonna repeat this in row 9, 11, and 13, and we're gonna do the return rows as before, and after that we're gonna have 2 more rows of plain rib stitch, and that will be end of our pattern. You're gonna start over from the row 1 for the rest of the project. Row 9, row 11 still will be the same as row 9. Again, insert the needle to the same loop and pull the yarn through it and knit it. row 13 and my last row of repeating with that instruction. So we're almost done. We need to do 2 rows of plain rib stitch, and then we're gonna repeat it from the beginning, and that will be our pattern for this beautiful stitch. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave me your comment if you have any questions. I will be glad to answer all of them. Enjoy your day and have happy knitting time.